welcome to another Online Business Realm video. If you haven't done so already, please go and click the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything we have going on here at the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be showing you the customization option in WordPress. So as you can see, this is what our website looks like. We are working on a website called ProStylePainters.com. This is continuation of our Web Wednesday series where we're showing you how to create a website from scratch. We're using the 2017 theme in WordPress. They have not came out with 2018 yet, so I'm sure they will at some point, but we're going to show you how to do it with this. This is really universal what we're showing you, so you can really use this with any theme. So this is what our website looks like at the current moment. As you can see, it says Pro Style Painters, just another WordPress site. That's the default tagline there. And this is the image that we have. So I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit with the customization option here. So if you go back to your dashboard and you hover over the Appearance tab, you can get here by going to Customize. So we've already done the theme. We've set the theme. So now we're going to Customize. Now, when you go here, there are going to be some options that we are going to set later on just in our dashboard. So this is going to be menus, widgets, theme options, and we're not going to worry about any additional CSS. But we can do the theme options, the widgets, and the menus directly from our dashboard. So we're going to do that. This is a customization menu. So here we're going to be looking at site identity, colors, header media, and homepage settings. So for the site identity, this is where you're going to be able to put your logo. We're going to just use a text-based logo for now, and you can set your tagline. So let's make a little tagline for our site. We'll just say the best painters around. And then we have the option here to display this tagline or not. So let's go ahead and talk just for a second about text on images. So you basically have two options. You can either display these or not display them. If you don't display them, then basically what that means is that you would want to put your name, logo, or some kind of text here on the image, or the image that we're going to be using. I'm going to show you how to set this. So what we want to do is we want to display this, because when Google is crawling your website and looking for keywords, a text-based logo like this is going to be able to be searchable by Google's spiders, okay? So they're going to be able to see this and use this for your search engine optimization. If you put text on an image and it's one image, the text is woven into it, then Google is not going to be able to find that. Well, not at least yet. I'm sure at some point in the future they will be able to, but right now that's not the case. So we're going to want to display the site title and tagline. So this is going to be your favicon, okay? This says site icon. It's 512 by 512. And we don't have an image for this right now, but what this is going to do is instead of this little paper with the corner turned down icon, this will be more like whatever you set this to be. So like Adobe Stock, we're going to go here in just a minute. As you can see, they have the S and the T right here for stock. So we don't have a favicon yet, but let's go ahead and make one. So we'll go to Photoshop. So let's go ahead and make our image. So we'll just type new and do 512 by 512, 512, 512. Notice I have it set to pixels. Hit create. Now, all we're going to do is we're just going to make a P for Pro Style Painters. So let's go ahead and use our text. And as we can see, it's set on red here. We'll use red as a color for our site. So we'll go ahead and type a P in. Let's go ahead and select kind of a cool font. So let's go over here to our fonts and let's go down until we just see something that kind of looks cool. Actually, I kind of like that. We'll use this one right here. So then we're going to make it very large by sliding on the slider. Okay, now we're going to center it. Okay. And we're going to save it as a PNG. So save as. We'll just put it on our desktop here. We'll just call it favicon, F-A-V. We want to save it as a PNG like I mentioned. Okay. Now we could have done lots of other things. We could have put a shadow behind it. We could have done all kinds of stuff, but I'm just trying to show you guys the basics. So we'll go back here, and now we're going to add our image. So select files, back to our desktop and get our file. It's going to upload. We'll hit select. You see our little P is up there for Pro Style Painter. So eventually, if we make any kind of logos or anything, we'll want to kind of use that same font. So we've got this set. So we'll go ahead and hit publish to make sure this saves. So now when we come here and refresh, it'll show up as the new P. Okay, now that's site identity. So let's go to colors. So for the colors, you have the light, dark, custom options. So this is what light looks like. Okay, you can select dark, and it'll be a little bit darker, obviously. Now let's scroll all the way to the bottom. Now let's hit custom, and here you'll see the icons change for the social media. The text at the bottom changes. The color of the box changes. So let's go ahead and just set that to red. As you can see here, you know, the background stays solid white. This is changing this arrow here and the text here. So as you can see, I'll drag and it'll change it. And so if you want to customize it, you can. We're going to go ahead. We're just going to stick with the light theme for what we're doing. Header text color, you know, you can change this also. You can make that any color you want. But we're going to go ahead and leave it black for now. So we didn't change anything there. Now, before we go to header media, I'm going to show you how to set that. But let's go to homepage settings because this is really important. So this is where you can either have your homepage be your latest posts. We don't have any posts right now. Or a static page. So if you're doing a blog, then you're going to want your homepage to be your latest posts. If you're doing a website for a business, then you're going to want it to be a static page and you're going to want to set it to home. Okay, so let's go to header media now. So as you can see here, it's got one image for you to choose from. And this is going to be this background here. So this is really important because this is the first thing people are going to see on our website. So you can put a video there, as it says here, but that might be a little complicated if you don't have a video made for your business. So we're going to go ahead and create a background image. So right here, as you can see, it's 2000 by 1200 pixels. So let's go back to Photoshop and let's create our canvas. So we'll go to New and we'll go 2000 by 1200 and hit create. So now we have our canvas. All we need to do now is find an image. So if you are a member of Adobe Creative Cloud, then this would be a great spot to use it. You can use something else. I don't suggest using a copyrighted image that you don't have a license for. So we're just going to type painting in here. And we're going to look for an image that we like. We think will represent what we're trying to do. So I like this image. I think this is a good one right here. So we'll use this. We'll go ahead and license and save that. You can do it as a preview if you want. And now it is downloaded. So let's move our image over to our canvas. So meant to just drag it. So we're going to drag it here. Okay. Now it's a little bit smaller than our canvas, but we're going to go ahead and just drag it and make it a little bit larger so it fits. Okay. Now here's the tricky part. I'm going to save this image. I'm going to save as. I'm just going to save it as paint. As a JPEG. Okay. Now when we upload this image to our website, what you'll see is the text doesn't show up that great. So we are going to go here and go to, so not select video, sorry, we're going to go to select image. So add new image. We're going to add our paint image here. Okay, we're going to click select and crop. We're not going to crop it actually. Skip cropping. That's the advantage of using it as the exact size you want it to be. So here you see Pro Style Painters, we can't really see it. So let's go back. Let's go back to the colors. I forgot the default was white, not black. So let's just move it back to white. Now let's see. You can see it a little bit better, but it's still not perfect. So I'm going to show you guys a trick that I use to make your text stand out, but your images also stand out. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here to the rectangle tool. We're going to hover over it. We're going to use no stroke, and we are going to make the fill a dark gray. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a rectangle over our paint. Now we're going to go over here to layers. We're going to click on the rectangle, and we're just going to change the opacity. All right, we're going to set the opacity at about 50%. And we're going to save it as Paint 2. Okay, save it as a JPEG. Okay, now we're going to go back to our image here. And we're going to add new image. We're going to select our Paint 2. Hit select and crop. We've already made it the right size. And now your image is going to stand out a lot better. So as you can see, it's a little hard to see with the bright colors in the background, all the different colors. But when we add this, all of a sudden now you can see every inch of the letters and it doesn't blur into the image. So you got to decide whether you want the trade-off. You can do this and you've got the brighter colors, and it just, especially in the R where the red and the silver comes, you know, your eyes have to kind of focus on it to look at it. But if you use the darker background, and you know, this works really good for images that have a lot of stuff going on in them. So you may have if you have a internet business, you may have a desk, a computer, a person, a meeting room, all going on, and it's really hard to find that perfect spot to put your text. So by putting this little cover of opacity on top of your image, it really just makes your text stand out. So now we're going to hit publish, and we're going to go here to our site. All right, and this is what people are going to see when they first come onto our website. We're going to look at these background images later. Obviously, a sandwich and a coffee, a cup of coffee don't have anything to do with our painting website. But this is what it looks like so far. So I think we're doing good. Hope this video has helped you. If it has, please like, comment, share, and go ahead and click the subscribe button. We'd love for you to watch all of our videos for our Web Wednesday series and all the other videos we do here on the channel. So until next time, get out there and make some money.